we got smashed. We got smashed. We got smashed, bro, though.
3, 2, 1, go!
What's up? It's your boy, Levelhead, back with another Live and Level Gamers podcast. We are back. This is episode 349. I have the crew right here with me. We have K-Bomb20. We have Keith Norris constantly changing his X name and confusing us. Hopefully, I know who he is when he jump in the comment section. What's up, Nia? Welcome to the show. Also, thanks for the shout out. I was listening to you talk about the Switch. Man, I enjoyed that, Nia. That was pretty dope. But anyway, this is the show, and we are here, and we are ready to go. We got a lot to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about this state of play. We're going to talk about Xbox Tokyo. We're going to talk about Digital Foundry praising PlayStation 5 Pro. Guess we're going to talk about some echoes of wisdom. Keith's going to kind of let us know how he enjoyed the game. And what else? The future of PlayStation. This is a K-Bum topic. I thought we kind of touched on it. What's up, Alan Steed? Welcome to the show, bro. So we got a full house for you tonight. I see that y'all jumping in here. I see that the chat room is filling up. I see that people are ready for dialogue. Do I sound like Jesse Jackson? What's up?
Pretty good.
So, as y'all can see, we came fully loaded. Anyway, we are here. So, man, we got a lot to discuss. Like I said, I got the crew, man. What's up, K-Bum? What's up, Keith?
Nia called me boy detected.
What's he say?
She called me boy detected.
Detected.
You gotta play Emio to find out.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what you're saying, but it sounds like something.
Okay. All right. I mean, I plans on at some point checking out the
You really
Emio.
should.
I plan on this. That's real talk. That's real talk. Right now, like I said, I'm balling on a low budget, and so we'll see. So, man, man, we are here.
I don't plan on playing it. Just thought I'd put my 2 cents out there.
But Miss K-Bum may want to play a K-Bum.
You don't play kitty games.
Oh, it's not kidding. It's rated R.
Hold up.
It's up.
Slap yourself. Tell her and you to take that slap yourself to sleep. Later on, when you wake up, just know that Level and Keith gave y'all a slap. But this is not kid. We're not doing the kitty. The kitty, that's retired at. This generation, Nintendo has put the kitty games to sleep. When you moving 30 million and 40 million plus, it don't sound like too many kiddos is playing these titles. So, K-Bum, we need to put that to rest. The whole that's kitty stuff.
Don't talk about me. I didn't say it. She said it.
Nah. But you co-signed though. Wait
Co-sign
a
me?
minute. Don't make me go to church on you. Don't make me go to church. When you said I do, the two shall become one. The man shall leave mother and father and cleave to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. And he said, and what did they say? He said, for this cause, and he said, oh, okay, let me start that. I ain't gonna mean to preach on y'all. I don't mean to preach.
He was finna go in.
I was about to.
He be going in.
So your rib said kitty game. So it's as if. So when she said kitty games, you expanded. So you was there around her as the rib. You see what I'm saying? You see, I'm about putting that together, boy. You can't ball.
I like this kitty. Anyway.
Well, tell your rib Emio is an M-rated game.
But anyway, we are here, man. We are As you can see, we already prepared for this. So I haven't been watching Agatha. Have y'all been watching it? I haven't watched it.
I did catch the first two episodes. I didn't catch the one that came out yesterday yet.
Okay.
I
I'm behind.
caught the first episode.
Yeah, I just caught the first one. And I gotta watch that one over because I was confused a little bit. So because I don't, is this supposed to be pre or post?
Oh, this is post WandaVision. Post WandaVision.
This is post WandaVision. Yeah. Okay. So thank you, Nia, for letting them know MEO is mature, bro. So you and your wife can definitely feel like adults as you play through the title. You know what I'm saying? Heard it was scary. That's what Nia said. It had some very spooky.
Well, I'm sorry if Nia says something is scary. It holds no weight.
Wow, Nia. And K-Bum does not represent the sentiments of the Live Level Gamers podcast. He's speaking for himself. Don't count me and Keith on this side of things. This is K-Bum alone. So when you nuke him in the comment section, let him have all that to himself. Anyway, anything else? Anything else? Keith, okay, let K-Bum have his moment. I'm going to try it out. We talked about trying new things. If K-Bum want to stay in his limited experiences, then Level will go out there and try it out with you.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
There you go.
K-Bum, I take the bullet for both of us. See, that's what I do for this podcast. Now, let me say it won't be this year though, because I'm balling on a low budget. No, the Lord told me to stop saying that. I am rich and highly favored. There you go. Welcome to church. Nia, pass the plates around. We're about to go to what you've been gaming on. Let's go. Yeah. You know what time it is. It's time for what have you been gaming on. Sing it, folks. Let's go. Hey. What you been gaming on? 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 Gaming on, gaming on, gaming on. Done, DeMarco. Anyway, I don't know if y'all know that. So, K-Bum, the floor is yours because Mr. Norris always takes the first jump. So you go ahead and take it. I'm going to bring Norris in on after you. Go ahead, bro. Let us get this litany of titles you played out the way.
No, actually, I mean, so I have jumped back into just a little bit to kind of break up my other gaming habits. I have been playing Overwatch, kind of to break up some of my other gaming habits. So I've been playing just a bit, a teach of Overwatch, not much, enough that I can play so I don't be angry at it. So doing that, still playing NCAA. EA Sports 25. That is still my game of choice. Madden is on the back burner. Madden is not being touched. College football 25 is definitely the superior game, and it's not even close. So I've been spending some time on that, and then I've been grinding on 2K. Got to get my character up, my player up. So I got me a center build that can shoot some threes. I got me a lockdown build that can play some defense. I got to stay on the grind. So I got to get my points up enough so I can unlock these what they call cap breakers. I'm not gonna explain; it take too much long to explain. But it's a grind. They pretty much made the 2K game. It's pretty much an RPG. To be player, you want to be honest with. I got me a center build, an RPG threes. I got me a lockdown build. I got to grind to get my I got to get experience points up enough. I got to get my points up enough. So that's what I've been doing. So that's pretty much what I've been gaming on. And also I'm trying to jump back into Civilization. The new Civilization 7 comes out next year. So I've actually been playing Civilization on my phone I'm trying to get prepared for the new one that comes out. Because I might just go ahead and buy it day one with Civilization. And I've been watching some videos about it. So uh, we'll see if I get it on the console. Right now, I have it on the PC and I have it on mobile. So I haven't got Civ on the console yet, but I'm trying to get back into it to get ready for the new one.
Okay. All right. Is that it, sir?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay. Mr. Norris, what have you been gaming on, man?
And that, my friends, is diversity. Civ.
Yes, sir.
All right, what have I been gaming on? So I'm still playing Plucky Squire. Now, I thought I would have already completed this game, but I'm not going to lie to you. This has been a roller coaster in the kiddie section. I have been struggling getting through this game. I probably put in already 14 hours. I think I'm pretty much close to the end. I've been struggling trying to play this game because it's a storybook. So when you flip a page, there's story. The game interrupts itself so much that I had to just stop playing sometimes. I was like, I can't do this. Because there's such a wonderful game behind it that I just I can't get to it because it's like, hey, let's talk about this locked door that we all are looking at. It's like I'm playing Dora the Explorer. What am I supposed to do?
Dora the Explorer.
What am I supposed to do? I know what I'm supposed to do. I need to go find a key. You know how I'm gonna find a key? By using all the tools and mechanics that you've already taught me. Oh wait, you want to talk about it? So it's been a slow grind for me. I'm going to eventually beat this game and never play it again. But I was told that it may actually be geared for younger gamers, and I was like, that may be why I'm not enjoying it, because I'm just simply not enjoying that game. But Plucky Squire, when it first came out, I was like 10 out of 10. It had all the pieces. Now I'm like 5 out of 10. Like I can't. It's boring.
5 out of 10. That's a drop, bro.
That's a significant drop because it won't let you play the game. It just constantly get in the way. So the other game, obviously, I've been playing Zelda. Well, I played Zelda. I have not been playing it. I played Zelda. I had already had it pre-ordered in the eShop. And last night I got curious. I was like, I wonder is the game available and can I start downloading it? Nintendo already had it downloaded for me. All I had to do was just turn it on. Nintendo was like, yes, sir, sit down. Put your feet up. Put your feet up. We got you.
Have a seat, sir.
I have never pre-ordered a game on the eShop ever. And that was an experience. I just turned the game on. It was ready. It was already downloaded. I just played.
What Nintendo say, Keith?
I said, yes, sir. Put your feet up. Put your feet up. Yes.
Your table is ready, Mr. Norris.
I don't know.
Would you like a hot towel? Where are we going?
I don't know why that's so funny to me, but I can't. It was funny. Go ahead, man.
So I just played the intro part. I'm not going to spoil the intro part. I mean, pretty much everybody spoiled it by now. But y'all want me to say it? I'll say it. Anybody want me to say it?
Go ahead, man. I'm living through you tonight.
All right. So the first intro you're playing is Link. There it is. I said it. I
thought we already knew that.
Dun, dun, dun.
I kind of thought they exposed that towards the when they revealed it. I thought that showed that you was playing as Link at the beginning.
Well, they had the video and he was saving Zelda, but I didn't. Well, I ain't gonna lie. Sorry, Nia. I'm so sorry. I stopped watching trailers and information about Echoes of Wisdom a while back. Like after like the second or so trailer, I was like, I'm good. But yeah, you're playing the game as a character, Nia, and you're just kind of learning the mechanics of the game and kind of going through it. It's beautiful. It reminds you of a Link's I'm sorry. She's telling me.
Jeez. Okay, Nia, hold up. I got you, Nia. Slap yourself,
I'm done.
Slap yourself for revealing what's already been revealed.
How dare you?
I dare you share what's already been shared by Nintendo.
But no, it's cool. It's like I said, I haven't played much. I just got to try. I think that's his name or its name. Just got to try, and that's pretty much where I stopped. So
okay,
I haven't done anything. I ain't played no dungeon, anything. So that's it.
Well, let me get myself out the way. I didn't really get a chance to game this week. No Astrobot at all. So I'm gonna make this real short. I played Echoes of Wisdom. And I played a lot more than Keith did, might I add. So since Keith want to give that pedestrian take on the title, let me go ahead and come in here and let y'all know you need to get the title. It's dope. It is. It's dope. First of all, let me say, now, for y'all that was spoiled the introduction, that introduction was already seen and shown. Nintendo spoiled that for you the first time you seen it. So you already know what's coming at the beginning. So Nia, you already seen it. So when you see it, you're not going to be shocked or surprised. Now, let's get, shouts out to Dark Flame. Welcome to the show, bro. But Level is talking right now. Let's get in. So this game right here, let me say this first of all. This game is showing me that Nintendo made this game in mind of the Switch 2. Keith, can I say that? Is this game showing some visuals that you could tell gonna look a lot better later?
I mean, sure. I haven't, like I said, I hadn't played much. So I'm living. I'm living through you.
How far past try have you gotten, sir?
Nowhere. I literally just got out.
Oh, so when you've got the echo ability, have you used any of it yet?
A little bit.
Just a little bit. Okay. So you're not outside of the dungeon or anything yet, sir?
No.
Okay,
no.
all right. So that means Level has. I gotta bring it in and let y'all know Nintendo got a nice little title on their hand right here. I am really shocked. I was not expecting. K-Mom, you know how you said you liked how Link's Awakening looked?
Yeah, I did.
This looks way better. And I am really shocked at how good this game looked. I was expecting a Link's Awakening. I thought it was going to be a Link's Awakening leveled happy. He's ahead of somebody. Okay, see, Neil, when I was giving you all that praise, see, now you finna make me go ahead and get in front of the congregation and do some rebuking. No, I'm not going to do that. Anyway, so anyway, Nia trying to throw jabs at me. No, it's just I thought Keith had made it farther. And I was expecting more, but Keith kind of didn't want to go into it. So I feel like I got to come in and since this all I played, and I played about a good hour and a half, 2 hours of it. I actually just got done playing it, and the game is good. I'm gonna say that right now. Now I'm okay. So first of all, let me say this: Link is a beast. Y'all. And he is a beast. As soon as I heard the music, and that's the thing. Soon as you hear the music, you feel at home. Keith, what you say they told you to do when Nintendo said it's download? What did they say? Kick your what? What you say, sir?
Put your feet up. Put your feet up.
Go ahead. So when I got in the house and I laid back, my toes got to tingling and I get to scrunching in my carpet because I knew it was time to commence the playage of the Zelda's Echoes of the Wisdom, and I was about to have a good old wisdom time, and I did. And so anyway, Link come out. He's so dope. But y'all seen all this. So I'm not spoiling anything because you've seen it. But then what take place is really engaging. They make Link look like just a powerhouse, right? So he does his thing, and everything that happens, and yeah. So anyway, so you get to, and what he did right before that thing happened, Keith, you know what I'm talking about, how even in his perilous situation, he thought about old Zelda. Do y'all hear me?
did. He did.
My wife
He
looking
did
at me
that.
like I'm preaching or something. What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong? Anyway, I do love to talk. So my baby is talking stuff. So anyway, so he does what he does, his heroic feats and how he does what he does. I won't tell you what he does, but what he does is dope. And so you commence to get into playing as Zelda. And the game opens up, and it's so dope, and and the one thing I don't like, I gotta read, yo. I don't like reading. Yeah, I'm done with the reading. I'm just done with the reading. I'm like, Nintendo, can we stop with this novel? But anyway, so let me not get on in there. But
You better read.
Yeah, they saying you going back into education. Nia at the front of the class talking about class, and Stafford and Level's going to read the next paragraph. So anyway, so I don't know if I should be showing this because this is not Nintendo stuff, but they are playing the game. Think I should show it? Am I gonna get in trouble? Okay,
I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it. Okay, so anyway, so when you get the power and you get to using. And you get to using what they call the thing, the try something Echo Wand or whatever it's called, the little staff that you get.
You know, it's funny. I can't even remember.
I can't remember the name of it either. It's still fresh. But what I will say, I can see the cleverness in what you're doing, but I will say going through the menu to pull up these echoes, I can already see gonna be an issue. Because there's a lot of to the left. All I heard was Beyonce. But it's to the right, to the right. Go ahead.
And if you haven't played it yet, what he's essentially saying, if you played Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, let's keep it a buck. They had some convoluted controls with all of the things that you could do, and this game is echoing that. Echo.
Really, bro?
I did it. I did it.
Okay, so let me do this real quick, because this is one of our topics. My wife bought me some food. That's why she's talking stuff. So I won't play it, but I will take it back to let you see what I'm talking about. So let me see. Let's see where we at. Come on now.
While he's doing that, I do want to point out that the game was actually developed by Grezzo.
Yeah.
Grezzo is behind Link's Awakening, and I think they're also behind Ocarina of Time, 3DS, and Majora's Mask 3DS. So they've been getting their practice on with Zelda, and Nintendo gave them the green light, and this is their baby, Echoes of Wisdom.
Yeah. So, and they did a good job. I mean, I can literally tell that this is going to be a great game. This is the part right here. I'm trying to get to where you got to go through the menu. So they're not showing it. I'm trying to see if I can get where he calls up the menu. Let me do this first. Let me just play it and then I'll pause it. Okay. Y'all see this. I know K-Bum keep y'all behind me a little bit. But okay, so when you go in and you pull up the echoes, they're in a line. And you literally got to swipe right to get to the item that you want. Now, just imagine if you have 20 plus, 30 plus echoes. I don't know how many you can have at one time, but it seems like it's not limited. That's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem when you trying to find something or trying to figure out something and you got to swipe to the left, or to the right, and back to the left, sounding like Beyonce and confused. That's going to be an issue, and I can already see that it's going to frustrate me when it comes down to trying to figure out a puzzle, how to navigate around stuff. Welcome to the show, DJ Fanatic. So, yeah, them ninjas going to come, so we not going to play it. But that's my concern, but I'm going to say this, it's dope. It's a nice game. I'm enjoying it. And like I said, I'm close to it, the first dungeon. And So far, so good. I do like the echoes with the monsters. It's a different take than you're used to with Link. The fact that you got to fight monster and you got to echo monsters and beat monsters, then echo them and use them to ward off other monsters. I didn't think I would enjoy that much, but it actually feels like a strategy game. It's pretty dope. And sometimes these monsters actually play into a puzzle. You got to use one to do something to open up a gate or imagine a torch. You got to use something that is fire to light up the other torch, and you got to kill the monster that has that flame ability. It got some interesting pieces to it. I will say this. I think it's going to get frustrating figuring out these puzzles with echoes and trying to get over stuff and around stuff. I don't know if I'm going to like that the whole time. Storyline is really, really good. Really engaging. Wish they would just voice acted it rather than making you read. Visuals are more impressive than I expected them to be. It really took me by surprise how good looking this game is. And it really makes me feel like this game's going to look even better when you get the upscaled version on the next wildebeest that's coming. the next Switch 2. I don't know what is up with this. Why haven't they revealed this thing yet? Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. So I will say this. So far, so good. It felt right at home. Can you say what they said again? Kick your feet up and what?
Put your feet up.
All right, so that's what we've been gaming on. Nia, I apologize if you were spoiled on the introduction, but if you watched the original showing of this, you already spoiled on it because you've seen it. So that is the intro. Go ahead.
Before we move too far away from Zelda, because I know we finna get into this PlayStation talk, and K-Bum is gonna lead the doors open. He gonna usher us in. But I do want to say this. Somebody brought us something interesting. They said they went back and they looked at The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening, and then we got a remake. And that remake was made by Grezzo, and then Grezzo had an original game. And then they saw Mario RPG made by Square and Nintendo, and then we got a remake by Art Piazza Company, Ltd. And then they're saying this is just a theory. There's no evidence to this, that we could possibly get a new Mario RPG sometime later in the future. So here's even more evidence to something like this happening. Metroid Returns, done by who did Dread?
You asked the wrong person.
Well, I just had a complete brain fart. But they did. Let me go back. Where was I at? So we got the original Samus Returns, and they did the remake Metroid Samus Returns, and then Metroid Dread, and then we got the Famicom Detective games on the original NES, and then we got the remake on the Switch, and then we got Emio. So there's a chance that we could be seeing a new Mario RPG, which would be dope for those people who like RPGs. I just thought that was an interesting nugget that somebody had brought out. I just wanted to share it.
Okay. Nia said that was Mercury Steam.
That's correct. Thank
okay.
You.
So let me see. Somebody said something I wanted. Nia said, no, she said reading. Yes, Nia, I don't want to read. I went through school. I don't want to read no more. I'm spoiled. Blame it on Microsoft and Sony. They spoiled me. I don't want to read. I want to listen. See, I don't even read books. I got Audible books. They read to me. Even when I'm studying the scriptures, it's read to me. Anyway, the point is I don't want to read. I want to listen. So, but with that being said, so where we want to go, man? Are we, K-Bum, this is your night. This is clearly because Nintendo didn't want to show what they got. This is clearly outside of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. This is a Sony night. So, sir, where do you want to go, sir? We got the state of play.
I already know where I want to go. I
All
don't.
right,
I
the floor.
know where
Let
we
me
go
know.
next
Let me know.
because
Let me know.
since this is the new thing for the week, and it was PlayStation's big announcement, I would say. So we need to do state of play.
State of play. Okay. All right.
We
All
need to go
right.
ahead and knock the state of play out, and then we can dive into some other topics and conversation.
Okay.
I did want to call out a comment. Mr. Dark Flame said, "How long with all these remasters will Sony take to Sony to remaster Astrobot?" I thought that was kind of funny.
So the floor is yours. Shout out to Dark Flame.
No, we can take this one by one. We can take next game to the next game.
So it's playing. So you just let me know, sir. It's you. It's
Well,
your
I'm
night.
usually behind you, brother. So that's why I let you do the driving first.
Okay.
No
Well.
Diddy.
No Diddy,
Come on, Keith. Keith.
no Vaseline, no baby oil.
Let's not do that. Diddy already in enough trouble. We don't need to add him to
Oh
our
man.
podcast. So right now, Astrobot is playing, and I guess this is some extra stages. So that's where you at. Do you
Yeah,
have a specific place you want me to
that's not
go?
much. We don't have to really go into that, but the fact that Sony has a killer app, a killer game on in their wheelhouse now is dope. Especially it being different than the Sony formula, which is the behind the shoulder type of Ghost of Tsushima slash God of War slash Last of Us slash Days Gone slash Horizon. How they all look the same and kind of play the same and kind of. So this is a different game on their window. So I think it's dope. So uh,
Oh, which game did you
nothing
say?
but you say what?
Which game did you say?
The Astrobot game.
Oh, okay, okay,
It's
okay.
dope. They have this in their warehouse, so they can pull it just like how they tried to make Little Big Planet the new mascot, and it just didn't hit. I think this is going to hit better than Little Big Planet, in my opinion.
So the first game is this like claymation looking game. Uh, what is this game called?
The Midnight Walk.
Yeah.
It's very indie.
Oh,
It's
true.
it's very skippable.
So skip.
Not the Coraline game.
It is little Coraline. I will
Yeah.
give you that. It is very Coraline-ish, but it is definitely skippable.
Okay.
I didn't see any really redeeming thing. Like even with Stray, at least there was something I felt that like that was redeemable or cool or whatever from that. So I thought that needed some airtime. But this it's stop motion game. Yeah, it's
What we
very
say?
Coraline like.
We trying to be more diverse and open up to different and new experiences. K-Bum, this is an opportunity to.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can go past that.
Okay. All right.
But
So
it's also a VR game, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a VR.
oh, I didn't know.
It
I
is
didn't
a
know
VR
that.
game as well.
So the next one is Hells of Us. Is that what they called?
Hell is us.
Hell is Us. So that's the next one.
I thought that looked pretty cool. I didn't. I actually like this gameplay reveal. Um. I thought it was a little cool.
Who makes it?
I'm not sure. That's a good question. I'm not sure who makes this
It kind
game.
of looks like and puts me in mind of like a Silent Hill type experience. Well, in some of the it kind of like a blend between Silent Hill and what's the walking simulator? The male, what's that game?
Yeah, Death Stranding.
Death Stranding. It kind of look like they took those two games and kind of made a horror game out of Death Stranding, but it doesn't look bad. I mean,
It doesn't.
it
It
doesn't
doesn't.
look bad. It don't look like something I would
It
play, but I
It
don't know if I
doesn't
want
have
to.
that appeal that Stellar Blade did. When we saw Stellar Blade, Keith and I both like we want to play this game. Not
You
like
already
that.
know.
Hey, brother, why you laugh like that?
I was just no. I'm saying no, not like no, not me, not me.
Not me.
So what is
Oh,
do
it
you
looks interesting
from
enough though. It
from
looks
this
interesting.
trailer? Let me ask a question because I know you're going somewhere, so I'm just trying to get some things out before you get there. What what did you get from Hell Is Us? What's the
It's a it felt a little soulish where the boss battles you have, say you have these minions, but then you have these big boss battles. That's what you get from Stellar Blade. There's a lot of big boss battles. You kind of you fight, you have these minions, but what I'm saying, the big selling point for Stellar Blade is the boss battles. And I get
okay?
that same kind of vibe from here. So same thing with the monkey game. The Black Myth is a very similar game where you have these big epic um, boss battles, and I kind of see the
Okay.
same thing from here. You don't really know what's going on, you don't really know the story, but I thought it looked appealing. That's my
Okay,
opinion.
the next one is Metro Awakening. Did you want to talk about it?
I've never played a Metro
It's a virtual
game.
reality title as well.
Yep, that's
Uh,
nice. Never played a Metro.
so
Well, I've
okay,
tried to
I've
play.
tried.
I've tried to play. Actually, I've tried to play the Metro. I've just never liked the Metro game.
I'll play them and get somewhere, and then I'm like, I just don't care. Like I just lose interest, and I just stop playing the game.
what
But
about
they've
this?
Yep.
always looked beautiful
What about this
graphically.
next title? What is this called?
Art Age
Yeah,
Chronicles, Arch Age Chronicles.
K Bumper looks like Witcher. Put you in the mind of Witcher.
I thought so when I saw this. I did think it looked cool, but I didn't think it didn't look like a K bomb game.
Okay,
It looked cool, and I think
Look
that
at K Bum
people would.
talking in third person. It didn't look like a K Bum game.
No,
I
I'm
caught
just,
that.
just just trying to
I
trying to be
caught that.
honest here. It didn't look like something I would play, but
This
what's
looks
kind of
dope.
hidden? What's hidden in here? No, it does. It does. But it also has like the boss type battles similar to the game I just talked about. But what's hidden in here that
No,
they don't
no,
really
no.
show it, but it's
Not
a
dope, but it looks
co-op
cool. I
game.
say, I look. It
It's a
looks
co-op
cool.
game.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why, and like the scene with it was it's like this lizard thing. You see multiple people. It's a co-op game, and because it pops up on the screen, it says that co-op or online multiplayer is only available with PS Plus or whatever. Yes, it says that. So it's kind of hides the fact that it is a co-op game. But it looks
Mm.
cool. I don't. I don't think it's not a terrible showing. It's not like a complete passable game. I think it's decent.
I don't.
I will
I
check
don't.
it out on. I will check it out on the sale.
I'm not
I
getting any
saw it.
excitement from you, K Bum. I'm confused here.
I mean, it's cool. I'm not
Okay.
saying it didn't blow
No,
me away.
no.
It's cool.
I'm saying
I'm
like
not gonna give you fake excitement. I ain't no
I don't
fanboy.
see no enthusiasm at all so far. I'm just as your the floor is yours, bro. Power World is next. What you think about Power World?
Read the
Ye-
room, Sony.
Read the room. Yes. So cool. PlayStation has it. We can
Move on.
skip.
Okay, so dang, so
Good
we
job,
doing
PlayStation.
Read
okay.
the room.
Lunar remaster collection. I'm pretty sure you don't want to talk about that.
Cool.
Okay, let's keep going. Shadow, Sonic Shadow, something with Shadow Fox. I mean Shadow the Hedgehog.
Wait. You skipping turtles?
No, that turtle reveal was trash, bro.
Yeah, that,
You
Thought it
don't
was
even get new
trash.
levels. Yeah, you just get new players.
actually,
Oh,
I,
that's.
Where's
I
the
thought.
new levels?
I
I
already
thought
had
it was new
seen it, so
faces.
I skipped over because I seen the trailer way
We've
before.
already we've already beat turtles in like 2 days. Took us 2 days to do it.
It show was a short game.
Yeah, so where are my new levels? You want me to play the same 4 hours worth of levels now with new players? That's trash. It's trash reveal.
Okay, so what about Shadow, man? Like I'm ready
I don't
for
play.
I'm
I don't play Sonic games.
man,
It does nothing to me.
we almost halfway through this thing and you haven't shown me anything yet. What where are we going?
I love you. I told you. So the game. I thought the Hell of Us, the Hell is Us, was a really cool game. To me that's the best showing so far.
Okay.
I thought maybe I didn't show enough excitement. I thought that was a really cool looking game, but it is also coming out for Xbox. It's no exclusive. No exclusive. But I thought it was a cool
Okay.
game.
All right. Well,
Out of the bunch so far, so that's the coolest looking game. It really did feel like
Okay,
a little Death Stranding.
I think it's Dragon Age was
Yeah, we
next.
don't need. Yeah, it's already coming out like
What?
next month or something like
No
that.
hype for Dragon Age?
Yeah, it comes out. Yeah, no, play the Dragon Age game.
K-Bone.
Oh,
And it's
you skipped over Fantasium.
you said
Huh?
what, Keith?
You skipped over Fantasium, Neon Dimensions.
No, I'm on it now.
Who?
I think I'm on
Oh,
it.
he said who? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I don't know who makes it, but it comes right after. What is this? The following trailer includes scenes from the game's story.
That's a bit of Dragon Age one.
That is Dragon Age. Okay, so let's
That's
get
Dragon
to it.
Age.
So
Hey, while we're here, have y'all noticed that several of these games are coming out the PS4 as well?
no, I'm ready for
Several of these
K-Bone
games.
to get to the point here. We unwatch half this thing.
You don't do that when it's Nintendo. Let me go through the videos.
Okay, where do you want me to go? That's
The
what I'm
next
asking.
one.
Okay,
Let's go one
so
by one. We're going one by one.
okay, Alan Wake 2.
Yeah.
Alan Wake 2 was the next one.
Cool. It's awesome.
Oh my lord. Okay, Alan Wake
I
2.
mean, it's an announced game already. It's already be out. He already beat it.
It's
All
DLC.
right,
It's fire
it's
too. It's fire
DLC.
too.
So
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
DLC though.
I don't know what this one is right here. Oh, this is Hitman, right? I think this is virtual reality Hitman.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, skip that. All
Yep.
right.
How many
Yep.
Hitman games are there? Like
Okay.
Hitman always
All
shows
of
up.
them. All of them. That's
Hit,
how many it is. All of them.
and I
So
never know which one it is.
the
All of them.
Legacy of Kane, I think is
I,
remastered.
I never play them.
I played one. It's interesting. I ain't gonna say I got into it. So you're not feeling this. The Legacy of Kane remakes,
Cool. Keep
remasters.
moving.
Dang, we 20. So we got about 20 more minutes, and that's it. So, this one right here. I don't know what this is.
Fear the Spotlight.
What is this one called?
Fear the Spotlight.
Fear the Spotlight. K-Bomb. Fear the
What
Spotlight.
is this?
Yeah, this one looks bad. I guess it's coming out to PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5.
I must have fell asleep. So I don't even remember this one.
What is this? My God, this is
I must have fell
N64.
asleep. I don't even remember Fear the Spotlight.
N64
I can't
GameCube.
even speak on it,
I
brother.
forgot what this one was called. This next one.
Towers of Ahabas.
Powers of
Bah.
Habas. Okay. K-Bomb. Floor is yours. What I'm ready, I'm just ready for K-Bomb to show some excitement. some for this PlayStation 5 we got.
Oh, this game looked fantastic though. It kind of reminded me of Tears of the Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, or
We've
just Zelda in
seen
general.
this game, right?
Yes, we
No,
have.
I had never
Towers is
seen
not
it.
new. Yeah, Towers isn't new. It was shown.
Okay.
I think at like Sony's E3 or whatever like that.
Well,
We've
let's
seen that.
skip. Let's go to Lego. Lego. What is this? Lego Fortnite. What you think about it?
Lego
Get back.
Fortnite?
Yeah,
I don't care about Lego Fortnite. Still Fortnite, right?
You don't care about Lego Fortnite?
I don't care about Legos. Sorry, I don't care about Fortnite like that.
Okay, so all right, so he doesn't care about Fortnite. I mean, we gotta entertain the people, man. What we doing?
We can entertain the people by going to the next game.
Okay. I guess
There's no
this
point in spending time
What
talking
is
about
this?
games. we
Dynasty
don't care about.
Warriors Origins. Dynasty Warriors Origins.
All right. So let's entertain the chat. Chat. Raise your hand if you've ever played a Dynasty Warrior game, and then with your other hand, raise it if you ever liked a Dynasty Warriors game.
Okay, so let's keep it moving.
Keith, Keith, have you played the Dynasty Warriors game?
Let me tell you how much I played the Dynasty Warrior game. I didn't play the Warrior games on the Nintendo Switch and Wii U, the Zelda games. I don't care about Warriors, but this game looked clean. It looked good. I still ain't gonna play it.
I played the demos of Dynasty Warrior, and I said, "What is the appeal?" Because I don't know. I
All
do
right.
have friends that play Dynasty Warrior. I do have friends that play that. That
So
level. Did you play
man, I ain't played it.
Hyrule Warriors? Did you play Hyrule
I
Warriors?
I played Hyrule Warriors and didn't like it, but I never said I didn't
What?
like
You
it. I
didn't like
didn't.
Nintendo's version of Dynasty Warriors?
No, I did not. Zelda couldn't
Even
say
with the
that.
Nintendo skin, didn't make Dynasty Warriors better?
Zelda couldn't do nothing for me at all. So I didn't like Dynasty Warriors. I didn't like Zelda Dynasty in Warriors World. I
Hey,
no.
they
So
they got what's the folks Fire Emblem Warriors.
yeah.
It's Warriors everywhere.
So the next one is this Monster Hunter. What is it? Monster Hunter
The
What's on this?
Wilds.
Wilds.
Hey, this game looks amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's a Monster Hunter. It looks dope.
you ain't got nothing. Okay, Keith, do you
Yeah,
have
it's not
anything?
new. It's
Do
not a new
you
thing. It's not new. We've seen Monster Hunter.
Well, the
Like we've
graphics
seen
look
it several
amazing.
times.
do
It,
you
it does.
have do you
It
have
does.
any? Do you have anything to expound on? Set us at next because we 20 minutes in
There
and
is no point
we
for
just
us to talk about games that's one
Shield.
we've already seen several times and talked about.
Shield.
okay. So the next one is let me see. I'm trying to
I'm trying to save people time so we can talk about what's important.
okay. Monster Hunter Wild. Okay. What was this
Lego
one?
Horizon Zero Dawn. Is that
Lego
the official
Horizon.
title?
I believe it's called Lego Horizon. I believe.
Is
Oh, okay.
is this
I
what
believe
you
it's called
want?
Lego Horizon.
As y'all can
I,
see, we basically at the end
I
of this
think
thing, and
no.
K-Bub hasn't spent more than 5 seconds talking about neither one of these games.
So
So
no,
where we at?
I talked about the Hell of Us. The Hell is Us.
Okay,
I think that's a
hell is
dope
us.
game. I'm not gonna talk about that.
We're
I
having
think
a hell
Lego
of a time.
Horizon looks dope. I think Lego Horizon is dope. It's a dope game.
Okay,
I think Lego Horizon Adventures is what it's called. I think it's a dope game. I think it's a dope idea, and I think it works.
okay,
I think it looks good. I think the graphics is dope. I think they're Guerrilla Games. Not Guerrilla Games is doing this. This is I forget who's doing this, but I think whoever's doing this is doing a great job of hitting on that Lego humor, and I think it's going to be a great game.
They say
And I think it's going to.
PlayStation
I think it's going to
Studios.
be. Say who makes it?
They say PlayStation Studios, but that don't mean that
No,
I don't know who makes it.
I don't think it's Gorilla though. I don't think Gorilla's doing it. I think it's dope. I think it's a dope. I think they hit on everything Horizon and Lego. I thought they did a
okay.
great job.
So
You know what's funny about that though? Off the back of Astrobot, I think Sony needs to incorporate more of these light friendly games, those bright games, because people seem to enjoy them. And I think, like
That's
Kevin
true.
said, they are doing this is a smart move, and it's also smart to bring it to the Switch. So
I agree on all points. Yeah,
okay,
I agree on
so
all points. If any game worth talking about this whole time, I think this may be better than the actual Horizon game.
well, that's what's next. So let's
thanks.
let's get to a Horizon the remaster of Horizons. Uh,
This is one of the most pointless remasters I've ever seen.
is this what you wanted to get to, bro? Is this what you? Go, the floor is
No,
yours.
this remaster was pointless. This was already a good looking game. It was already a beautiful game on the PS4. We did not need a PS5 version of this game. This is wasted opportunity. Did not need it. I don't know. I don't know who you could have. You can easily play this on your PS5 with your PS4. Just
Okay.
just because just because Last of Us gets a remaster, don't mean you're good enough, Horizon, to be the Last of Us. You're not. You're not the Last of Us. You're still Horizon.
Mm.
You're the Metroid of Sony games.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hey man, listen. I've been sitting back
Right.
watching you skip these games, man. Don't bring in Samus. Leave Samus
Okay.
out.
Y'all done
So
already
I
talked
need
that
I
Samus
need your
sells
opinion.
1.4 million.
I
We done
need your
already talked about
opinion.
that.
Photo mode for Stellar Blade.
Are we done with Horizon?
Photo mode for Stellar Blade, K-Bud. What's your thoughts?
You trying to troll, ain't you?
No, I'm sincere. What's your thoughts?
No, bro, you trolling. You
Let's
trolling.
go back.
You troll. No, why are we? It's
Photo
photo
mode.
mode, brother. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this?
I
You
want to
just
know
you
will
no
you and
no you
Miss
don't. You're
K Bomb,
trolling.
will
You're
you and Miss
trolling.
K
You're
Bomb be taking
trolling.
advantage of the photo mode instead of
You
Blade? You have the
trolling. You
game.
trolling. You trolling, bro.
I'm not trolling. We
You
talking about
trolling,
State
bro.
of Play 2024. They got photo mode in Stellar Blade. K
Bro,
Bomb, what do you think?
troll. What I think you're a troll.
Oh no.
That's what I think.
Okay, all right. Chat room, what do y'all think? What do y'all think about
Trolling big time. Look at this dude.
photo
Hey,
mode?
I'm dying over here. I'm
This
dying.
dude is
What
big
up, Cherry
troll.
Man? What up, Cherry Man? Welcome to the show,
Big
bro. Can
big
I ask you a
troll.
question, Cherry Man? What is your thoughts of photo mode in Stellar Blade? I just want to know what you think.
Troll, bro.
Because State of Play wants us to know that there is a photo mode in Stellar Blade.
This dude is on
I am
pure demon
excited.
mode right
If I
now.
be honest,
Ooh. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he
I am
is.
Pure
excited.
demon
I
mode, bro.
almost went out and bought the game. I'm like, man, I got to
Look
get
at him.
this.
Look at
It
him.
has
Look at him, bro. Look
photo
at him, bro.
mode.
Look at him. Pure
Okay.
demon
All
mode,
right.
bro.
Oh
All right. So
man.
what do y'all think about Automata?
Oh man.
I think. Thank you. I think that's a shoe in that crossover. I think that's kind of dope, actually.
Okay.
The Automata and Stellar Blade crossover. I think that's dope that they brought that together.
Okay. DJ Fanatic said photo mode is dope. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. Shoot.
DJ, don't feed into this, bro.
We gotta
Don't.
put these pictures up
DJ,
on X, man.
DJ, don't
Facebook,
feed into this. Don't do this.
Instagram. We need folks to see these photos from this photo mode in Stellar Blade. Y'all know why they put photo mode in Stellar Blade. Y'all know the sin and debauchery that's about to commence. They know what they doing. K-Bub, don't try to skip over why they got photo mode in Stellar Blade. All this
That's
Maximus
crazy.
Gluteus. All this Maximus Gluteus. Y'all know what's finna happen. So how do you feel about photo mode, Mr. K-Bomb? How do you feel?
They gotta read the room.
Oh, they read the room. That's why they put photo mode in it.
So,
No.
as y'all can see, there is nothing really here.
Hayden, I have said games that I enjoy. You're
at-
choosing to say there's
we're-
nothing here. I
we're-
definitely said games that I enjoy. I
Hell
definitely
is
said
us.
Lego.
Hell is
Don't-
us.
Hell is us and Lego.
Lego,
And Lego are
which we already
standout,
talked
bro.
about that. I'm talking about the new stuff here. K-Bub, you so why did
The hell is us. That's the new one. And I thought that was a dope game.
y'all, let me say this. We just literally for 20 minutes went through this whole stand of play. And all K-Bub said was skip. Next game. That's all he said was next game. I like Hello, it's us. It looks cool. Next game. Oh, Legos. I'm just hurt. So,
Nah, bro, it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing to talk about with the hell of us. Like there's no story yet. Nothing was explained. It was just a quick video.
I'm hurt.
I know why you're doing this because
No,
there's a point you're trying to make.
I'm
There's a
not.
point you're trying to make. Level.
I'm dead serious.
There's a point you're trying to make. Okay,
I thought Forrest, I really did came up. I thought you was gonna come up here and say, I like this game, and I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on?
But the games I told you I like, you laughed at it. I told you I like that game.
I didn't laugh at Hell is Us. I
You're not
didn't
giving
laugh.
credit to the fact that I like it.
I like it too. It looks cool. So
You're demon mode, Key. Do you hear this?
uh,
When we get
Listen,
I'm hurt.
I can't. I can't.
After all these terrible
DJ
Nintendo
Fanatic,
Directs.
look at what
No,
he
no,
said.
no, no,
DJ
no, no.
Fanatic said,
Oh no,
yo,
let me have my moment. Hold
Level
on.
is
You don't
right.
give DJ his chance. Let me get my chance real quick. Hold on. DJ, give me 5 minutes, DJ. Cause
Okay,
I'm
the
about to
floor
go
is
off
yours.
real quick.
Go
I done
ahead,
watched
man.
all of these terrible Nintendo Directs that has shown 15 JRPGs back to back to back to
But
back for you to have enjoyment for one singular game in the entire Nintendo Direct. And I done
I
sat through
agree.
35 minutes of you talking about these mediocre games. You are not going to sit here
Oh
and troll
man.
my entire state of play.
Hey, y'all got my head hurting, man.
Mine is hurting too.
When I like a game, I will say I like it. I am not a fanboy. I am not going to
I'm
preach
with
up
you.
some trash game. But when I say I like a game like Lego Horizon, when I say I would definitely be interested in Hell Is Us. Give me my credit because I don't
No,
watch too many of these trash directs
Hey,
I
you forgot
think
about
with
what I
these
performance
terrible
simulators.
graphics.
so so let me explain myself. What I thought was you was either going go in on Sony in the state of play, or so I when I didn't see you going in, I'm like, what? Okay, where we
Because
going?
I ain't at the point yet. I ain't at go in point yet.
Oh, okay, you ain't in.
We're talking about the games themselves. I'm not in go in mode.
Okay. So let's continue. So we pretty much watched all of State of Play. There's nothing else to watch here. So I guess the question is,
Wait.
go ahead.
Mm-mm.
There's nothing else to watch here.
What else was here?
Can you go to the last video?
Yeah.
What
I forgot.
you have lost your
Wait, wait,
fucking
wait,
lovely
wait,
mind.
wait,
I
wait,
forgot.
wait,
I
wait,
forgot.
wait. The people
Let
are
me
entertained.
let me
Let's go
slap
to
myself.
the sizzle reel. Let's go to the sizzle reel first.
Let me.
Please, Keith,
I had to slap
Huh?
myself. You're right.
Keith,
You don't want to go to the sizzle reel?
Keith.
Okay, Keith, I got you. Let's go to the scissor wheel right here. Hold up. Hold
You
up.
Negroes.
Hold up.
You
Hold up.
Negroes.
Hold up.
You don't
Let's
know,
go
but
to
maybe said
it.
the wrong word on the air.
Hold up,
You
man.
The
Negroes.
sizzle reel is important.
Come on,
Keith,
bro.
These games are coming. Hey,
Look
they
at
do.
this.
Keith,
Boy, if you don't go spend $700 after this scissor wheel, I don't know what's wrong with you.
Keith.
If you don't have the desire to spend some money on the PlayStation 5 Pro, I don't know what's wrong with
Man,
You a
Digital
trip.
Foundry did a deep dive on that Final Fantasy,
you. Man.
showing you,
K-Bum, this ain't
showing you
gonna
the
make you go
textures.
spend that seven? No, that nine? That
He didn't
thousand?
say he wanted it. He never said he wanted it. So, but nah, this is.
Look at them graphics, boy. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. Final Fantasy, Ratchet and Clank,
I promise you, Negroes. The
Spider-Man,
next Nintendo Direct that comes on, I'm
Spider-Man.
gonna show my behind.
Hey,
K-Bum, can you give us
I'm
this
gonna
though?
show my full behind.
Can you give us this? Before we get to what is actually worth looking at, even though it is also something we've played before, can you all give us this? This is a lot of stuff we've been playing for the last couple
I
years.
will give you at the end. I will give you my summation
Okay,
of this.
so you guys, let me shut up. I have trolled my boy a little. I'm gonna cut it out. So K-Bum, let me stop because we don't want you
You
doing us.
Negroes.
We don't want you doing us like that. So
Oh,
here's the last
we about to
game
get
right here.
flagged on this show.
Here's the last. He said you sound like dynamite, Dolomite.
Dolomite.
So the floor is yours, K-Bum. This is Ghost Tsushima.
Ghost, no, no,
This is not
no,
Ghost of Tsushima?
no.
Wait a minute. What did I thought
It's not. It's not. This is not Ghost of Tsushima.
it's not what slapped
This
this
is
up.
This is Ghost
different.
of Yotai. Ghost of
That's
Yotai.
right. That's right. I forgot about
It's
this
not Ghost of
title.
Tsushima, brother.
Okay.
This is the sequel to Ghost of Tsushima, and I am so excited. The fact that it's coming out in 2025, and I don't have to hope it makes 2025, is so dope. I love the story already. I love the trailer. I love the conversation. I love that the protagonist didn't say a word, didn't say nothing, just showed his little eye through the mask and cut that man. head off. Oh, this is gonna be a good one. I
Straight
don't know
his
if you,
eye.
I don't know if you're playing as that guy or if you're trying to find him, but I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Man,
This is it.
I guess
This
I didn't stick around long enough
Wait,
to
you didn't see
really.
this?
you didn't
No,
see
I
this?
didn't. I was done, bruh. I was done at
Oh,
Horizon.
that's why I was surprised you felt the
Oh
way you felt,
man.
bro. This is the
Okay.
single that goes to Tsushima, bro. What you?
Wait. For the
I didn't see
past
this. This is my first time seeing
three
any of this.
for the past three podcasts, you've been talking about how beautiful Ghost is. You've been
I
sending
know.
Bro,
videos of Ghost in the chat.
I did
bro,
not know that they had this
bro.
at the ends of the game. I didn't
This
see
is
it.
your Metroid 4. This
Oh
is
my
Metroid 4 at the end of
God.
your
I
at the end of
didn't
your
see
direct,
this.
bro.
I feel silly right now. I did not know.
Bro.
When I saw Horizon, I thought it was over. So I tuned. They start showing the sizzle. I was like, "That's it." I turned it off.
I can see
Bro,
that.
dude, are
I
you
can see this
missing the
after the
best?
sizzle.
Bro,
Oh
this is the
no,
best.
that's why you was like, "Keep going." You should have just said it, bro.
Just going
Yeah.
with the sizzles at the end. I get it.
Oh man. Okay. No, I didn't. I did not know this, and it looks amazing.
It looks stunning.
Ghost
Stunning is the
of
word.
Yoti. Yotia.
Yotai.
Yotai.
Yotai. I
Yotai.
believe it's Yotai.
Oh, she got a gun? 2025 win, Sony. So
It was 300 years
I'm gonna
after
tell y'all. I'm gonna tell
Ghost of
y'all this.
Tsushima.
I saw that thumbnail, and I just thought it was some DLC for Ghost of Tsushima. So I didn't really. I saw the thumbnail.
Yeah, Nia. L on levels part. Yes, sir. L.
Neil,
Oh, look at
you
the
ain't.
color
You know
scheme.
what? You
Oh
I
always
God,
thought
the
it was
color scheme.
DLC at first too.
you
Not
always
gonna
trying
lie.
to support K-Bum. K-Bum don't need your support.
Bro, don't do that.
Let him stand on his own 10
Don't
toes,
don't don't do that. Don't do
2
that.
feet down,
Don't do that.
and his brittle knees. Let him stand on that.
I have fabulous knees, brother. Let's not do that. My
Fabulous.
knees are
maybe,
fabulous.
maybe I was talking about mine. I don't know. So, okay, so I stand corrected. There was something seriously special here in this state of play. A lot of to get to it, but
a whole lot of
to get to
a
it,
whole
but
lot.
it goes from
To oh
So
my
anyway,
lord.
you laugh loud. You missed a big announcement and tried to troll. I still get to troll this. That happened for 35 minutes. I get to troll that.
But that's a big announcement.
K-Bum
That's
be
crazy.
snoring. You didn't hear me snore. K-Bum
Yeah,
snores.
you were too busy hating the snore.
K-Bum snores through the Nintendo Direct. We asked, huh? Well, who? What? Platformer? I'm like, oh, I ain't do none of that. I just asked you, hey, bro, so what you feeling about this? Some photo mode.
Anyway, egg on your face. I'm sorry.
Okay.
This is a huge reveal. This is dope. This is a brand new game.
Yeah, that
It
was
is
dope.
Ghost of Tsushima. Very excited. And
Yes.
they are going back to the visuals. They are hitting on every note. The story. Sucker Punch is so underrated, bro.
Are we putting
I'm
the
sorry.
cart before the horse, or are are we
Sucker Punch
sure?
is underrated.
Are we
To
sure it's
be
going to be
honest,
a great game? Are we sure yet?
Sucker Punch doesn't really miss, bro.
What all have they made outside of Ghost? What else have they made?
They were the
Cable, I am kidding, Cable.
what was the hero game?
Don't you even try to justify it.
You
We
talking
know they
about
got a good game.
Infamous. They made
Infamous.
Infamous, brother.
I'm saying I said I'm kidding, bro. That was
Oh,
not a
okay.
serious
Because
question.
Infamous was that deal.
So are you saying an hour into this podcast, do you say that this game right here saved it? The state of play?
The state of play was trash.
Okay.
but they gave us something to look forward to.
Right.
So here's my thing. Here's where I actually give my real opinions about it, which I was trying to get to, but you just hate all the way through. Um, Sony, this was Sony's chance to give us a reason to spend $1,000 on their new console. Sony did not give us a single, and I will say this, a single reason to spend that money in November. Not a single reason to spend that money. They dropped the ball.
Mm-hmm.
They did not show us games that is worthy. To be honest, the majority of the state of play did not show us game that was worthy of the PS5, as Keith alluded to. They're on the PS4, or they're also on the Xbox. But
Man,
who
that
buys that?
scene right there looks
Um,
amazing. Jesus.
but
Xbox
they did
Santa.
not give us a reason to even buy the base PS5. The only thing, and even with Horizon, which I think is a reason to buy it, if you want a lesser version of it, you can play it on the Switch, or you can play it on the PC. So even
Okay.
that, which was a hit in my book, you can play it on the PC. You can play it on the Switch. I don't. Sony absolutely did not give us a reason. Therefore, that makes this state of play, which comes before one of their new console, a complete utter flop. See, you didn't let me get to this point because you hate all the way through.
No,
It's a flop. It's a myth, bro. It's a flop. You got to set up your next console. You got to get people to buy it. You didn't do it.
well, wait a minute.
Now,
Wait a minute. DJ Fanatic said, I beg to differ, sir. That photo mode, though.
are we gonna do this whole podcast, or we gonna make a decision to be adults? We gonna make a decision to be adults yet? Now, for 2025,
All right.
I'm excited. If this is the first game they show for 2025, I'm excited for next year. And Ghost of Tsushima is going to be a reason to get the PlayStation Pro.
Y'all
It's
know
going
good
to be.
and well I didn't see this because you know I would have been talking about it. I didn't see this.
Level, I thought
I
you
was
saw it. You
shocked.
still didn't care.
I was shocked.
I didn't. And I've been sending all that Ghost of Tsushima stuff because that game just looked freaking dope. I didn't see this. So let me say this. Let's talk. Forget the state of play. State of play was trash. Right? Trash.
Confirmed.
But this though.
But
This though. So we have something to discuss here, sir. First of all, I got a question. Is our guy dead?
This is 300 years later.
So
I think-
the short answer is yes.
Oh, okay. So the guy that was at the
At this
beginning
point.
that is not our guy?
No, heck no.
Oh, I didn't catch that. So
Heck no.
okay, so this must be a descendant of our guy.
No, it doesn't have to be.
Well, okay. How we liking? I mean, because visually, I mean, this is dope. But how we liking the female protagonists? Are we gonna get the? How we liking that?
That don't bother me at all.
No, okay. I don't think about none of us. This game looks freaking amazing, bro. Oh my God, I can't believe I did not see this. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just keep running this thing back. Like, let's just start
Mm-hmm.
over.
Yeah. You were tripping.
Yes, I was. No, I wasn't. I was tripping. The state of play was trash. But this though, see, this ain't state of play. This is Ghost of how you say her name again, sir? I don't know how to say it.
I believe is Yotai. Yotai, I believe.
Yotia. Well, however you say it.
Yotai. I
We
believe it's Yotai.
happy to see you. Happy to see you.
Miss Language, Miss Teacher can probably help us out, but I believe it's Yotai.
Okay, so Ghost of Yotai, I'm going to play you next year, ma'am. Thank you. What does Jet Black say? Shake my hand. Okay, all right. That looked like the protagonist from the other game.
It's not Jen.
Man.
It's not Jen.
Okay, so this is 300 years later. So I'm wondering what it's going to be around like what the Nia said. I don't know.
Nia says she don't know what.
I got it.
I
I
wonder
got it.
what
It's Yote. It's Yote.
Yote. Okay.
Yote.
I'm wondering what the historical happenings, like where they're going to fit this in historically, because in the original one it was around Genghis,
The invasion of
the Mongols, right?
Yeah, the Mongols. Yeah,
was that
their
Genghis?
invasion
That's
of
not
Japan.
Genghis Khan, is it? Was that
I think
Genghis
it is.
Khan? Yeah, that's Genghis Khan.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is 300 years later. I wonder what is happening in Japan at that time that this will be.
This is northern Japan. So this is
Japan.
We were I believe we were more southern Japan. They make sure to identify this as northern Japan.
Okay.
So this is a different location, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just curious what's the historical connection where in the time what was going on in Japan, northern Japan at
So
this time.
it's 1603.
Can y'all Google anything relevant of that in Japan at that time? Because it got to tie in.
They had guns.
They got guns. That's what I'm saying. I'm noticing a lot with this. Oh yeah, this gonna be dope, man. Okay, K-Bum, you redeemed it. This is redeeming. Definitely redeeming. I got to eat some humble pie.
This state of play was trash though.
This is Metro Prime 4 at the end of that direct.
Yep.
So I don't know Japan. I don't know why.
Okay. So I can tell you, Mr. Chat GPT is telling me that in 1603, Japan underwent a significant political shift. This was the year of Tokugawa Ieyasu officially became the shogun, marking the end of the Edo period. This event followed years of political instability and warfare,
right?
known as the Sengoku period. So this marks the beginning of a new set of political wars.
So was this kind of the end of the samurais?
No, at the Edo period.
What is the Edo?
Not the end of the samurais, though.
Okay. I guess I got to look up the Edo period. I don't know what the Edo period is. But we know guns is on the scene, so that means Westerners are in
the white man has
definitely
entered.
Okay,
so the first game was 1274, and this game is, you said 1602?
1603.
1603.
Okay, let's keep it moving, I guess. But so the state of play was a trash showing, but Ghost of Yote is absolutely gorgeous. You're beautiful, ma'am. We shall see you next year. So what's the future looking like?
DJ Fanatic, stop, bro.
State of play equals D. Ghost of Showtime equal A photo mode equals A plus. Okay, so what was I? So we got to talk about the future of PlayStation. And then we got to talk about this whole situation going on with Digital Foundry.
I want to talk about the future of PlayStation after we talk about
Digital Foundry.
Digital Foundry, because that ties into, in my opinion, the future of PlayStation. Because the future of PlayStation with PlayStation Pro makes it a different ecosystem than what Xbox is doing.
Okay, so do we want to? Okay, so we know that Xbox had a Tokyo show. Do we want to look at that one, or is there anything in that one that we want to discuss?
I didn't watch it at all, brother.
Keith, did you check it out?
What you talking about? The Tokyo? No.
I did. I checked it out.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm lying. I skimmed through it. I don't remember.
Yes, so. I'm gonna say that it was passable. I don't believe they showed anything.
I don't know about your opinion actually anymore.
Well, my opinion of this state of play was absolutely on point, except for this last Ghost of Yote. I didn't see Yote, but Yote, thank you, baby. But anyway, I didn't see that. So my assessment was right on the money. It was trash. You said it was trash. I thought you was coming on here to state that it was trash, but then you got me to Yote. Then I was like, oh, okay, I get it, K-Bum. You slide person. You snuck that on in there. I missed it. So, I stand corrected. That was dope. I can't. I'm gonna go back up there and watch this a little bit more because I'm really a Ghost of Tsushima fan. So this is looking like definitely something I'm going to be playing. So we're not going to look at the Xbox because I feel like we spend a little bit more time than we expected here. So let's go to the Digital Foundry situation. And K-Bum, the floor is yours. So do you want me to set this up or do you want to set it up?
No, I can set it up.
Go ahead.
So we all know Sony revealed the PlayStation Pro, and to much of our dismay, um, it was a very short press conference. Not press conference, video. I think about what 9 minutes, something like that. Not much. And they showed some comparisons of the big three that they're doing, the big changes. Part of that big three being the AI, machine learning, which is the PSSR, which is going to be their version of DLSS, right? The fact that there is a bigger what's that processor, right? So they can get 45% more power even out of the GPU. And what was the other part of the big three? I'm trying to remember. Anyway,
Super
man, I don't
sampling.
remember.
Well, that's the PSR. But anyway, and they showcased the power, which the PS5 is pretty much double the power of. So the PS5 Pro is double the power of the PS5, and they gave some examples of the big three working in tandem with each other. And with that, we did not see anything in that video that merited or gave us a true reason to get the PS5 Pro. And I was one of the main ones saying, to me, this is not worth the $200 increase in price that you have. And even more 200 if you want to have it in a standard matter of your original PS5, which is an extra $79 for the hard drive and an extra $30 for the stand. It wasn't worth it. They didn't show enough to give you that. And we even talk about that even in the YouTube format, that it did not show itself well. You can barely see the differences. Since then, there was a press conference. There was a press conference, not a press conference. There was an event at Sony headquarters, and Sony invited several publishers and other media outlets to come and showcase the PS5 Pro so people can get their hands on for the PS5 Pro.
They called it two showcase, not to come showcase, but two showcase.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And with this included actual interviews of the developers to get some personal insight in the changes that were made for those particular titles to support the PS5 Pro. And what happened was Digital Foundry did a video, a recap of what occurred during this particular time. One of their resources went out to Sony and captured some video, got some hands-on action with the game, and came back to tell his story. And they showcased some video as well, some comparisons with the PS5 on all of its individual modes compared to what the PS5 Pro can do. So that's kind of the setup. With that, what they were able to do, in my opinion, I'll give my opinion kind of this. I believe that from now on, Sony probably should call Digital Foundry to showcase any new system that they have, because in my opinion, Digital Foundry did a much better job of identifying the improvements and showcasing those improvements to an audience, and being able to use language that we could understand to explain why the PS5 Pro is not only better, but why it's able to do what it can do, and also be able to compare it to other systems out there. They talked a lot about uh, the DSS, not the DSSL, but the UE5's version of PSSR, um, and how it relates to PSSR, and compare the two. And also talked about how some of these games they do have a PC version of those games, and how the new PS5 specs compare to those PC specs, and also how does it compare to the original PS5. So that's kind of the layout on that. What kind of detail you want me to go into before we kind of
No, I'm not. No,
build up the conversation?
I sent this to y'all. So, no, I mean, so what's your thoughts? Like, has it? Because Digital Foundry did do a good job. I got some parts I want to bring up to that I feel like is not really being echoed with around the PlayStation 5 Pro. But did they convince you that this is something that you want now?
I'll take that question. I'll take that question first.
Yeah.
I am more interested in the PS5 Pro now than when I was when Sony showed it.
Okay.
Being able to see and understand these differences, being able to understand that you're getting higher resolution, you're getting more uses of ray tracing, you're getting their vision of this being utilized to give you a 60 frames per second mode at its highest quality is very enticing to me. Because that's what these games are trying to do. They're trying to give you the highest quality you can get at 60 frames per second, which at some points higher than their fidelity mode on the original PS5, and more uses of ray tracing. That was the other part of the big five. Sorry, the big three was ray tracing. Sorry, they increased the throughput for ray tracing, and in a lot of instances, it is impressive to see that they're hitting marks that was only capable of PC, and they can hit these marks now on the console, which is impressive. And when they actually show that that this is PC level graphics, that this is PC usage of ray tracing, they talked about how ray trace shadows now can be used on the PS5 Pro, which was not done previously on the PS5 because it was just too expensive to do ray trace shadows. Keith already talked about his machine just almost passed out from the sheer weight of trying to do all that ray tracing. But the fact that a console system can now do ray trace shadows and still try to produce a 60 frames per second image, and it's impressive. That is a very heavy task. Sorry, it's a heavy task because it doesn't always give you a lot of results, right? The RT shadows, and so it's usually left out because it's not impactful enough to justify the impact on frame rate. But now console games can do it. So I am more interested now than I was beforehand. Now
Okay.
the question is, did it make me want to buy it in November? Absolutely not.
Okay.
There's absolutely no reason, no way, no place that I will buy this system in November. But for Ghosts of Yote, that makes me think. Now it makes me think. So that's my
Okay.
take.
I'm gonna say this. So my take is, when you brought this up to me, I noticed this in the video with Digital Foundry that they was doing a seemingly intentional. I mean, a very well job of selling the PlayStation 5, and it seemed like they were doing it intentionally praising it and giving it, kind of, um, kind of damage, trying to fix the damage that Sony did, right? But the problem I have, I'm gonna say this: I believe that was not being said, not being stated, and to K-pop, I don't think this will be a problem for you because you already have what's going to be more important or equally important in this equation of experiencing the PlayStation 5 Pro like is meant to be experienced. You have the TV to do it. And I feel like that aspect is not being talked about. Is yes, this system is awesome if you have the TV to allow you to experience it.
You really need a TV with HDMI
Right.
2.1 to
There you
because
go.
because that is 4K 60. And
Right.
I don't know if you get do you get 4K 60? You may get 4K 60 with HDMI 2. Let me take that back. You may get 4K 60 with HDMI 2, but you don't get 120 and you don't get variable refresh rates. VRR. You don't get that with
Right.
um, just regular HDMI 2. You need HDMI 2.1 to get that.
And to me, that's the factor that I don't feel like people are also bringing up when they go and they watch the system and I know Digital Foundry them know this, but when they go, those are the elite top of the line, all the bells and whistles, probably OLED, what you have on your TV, on your wall. I've seen, and you got a new one. I seen what you used to have. You got the step up, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, it has the HDMI 2.1. It has all the features that you all the
Right.
next gen features. But I did Google you 4K 60 is on HDMI 2. So you don't need HDMI 2.1 to do 4K 60. You need HDMI 2.1 to do 120 though.
Right.
But
Right.
but you can do 4K 60 with just regular HDMI 2.
Yeah. But the thing is, like a lot of what it's doing to really experience it at its full, if you got a low budget, I don't know, I'm mid tier guy. If you got a low budget, fresh out of Walmart TV, where everything is preset, you can't calibrate nothing. You not gonna really, you gonna see a difference. Don't get me wrong, but that's not the TV this system has been designed for. And I feel like that's where I'm like, it's more to it than just the system. But it is dope to see Digital Foundry really show the system and what it is. And it was clearly noticeable. I don't know how they did it on the YouTube video, show you the clear difference. But for what
Yeah.
that zooming out that Sony was doing was not it. Like y'all said, they need to call these brothers and be like, hey, can you put together or help us put together a presentation to help us show off our next game to show the difference? Does it change my position for the PlayStation 5 Pro? No. It doesn't for me. It did look dope. It was nice to see them make this pitch and show it in this light. They are techie guys. They are about the cutting edge, so I can see why they were geeking out. But for me, I'm good. So, and secondly, if I'm going to get that system, I want the TV that's going to give me all of that $800 or $900 or $1,000, whatever I'm spending. I want to have the TV that's going to be able to say, yeah, bring that on in here, sir, hook it up. We got this. The TV I got upstairs, that Bravio, that Sony is still kicking, but I'm gonna have to go ahead and update if I'm going that direction. I got to update my TVs. I got good TVs, but I don't have. But my TVs are old, so I had to update, and so I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So, but I feel like that should be discussed a lot more than it is being discussed. That you're gonna need the TV.
The thing is, I think you will be able to see the
Yeah, you
differences
will. You will.
with a mid range TV.
You will.
With a mid range TV, you will be able to see the difference. Where things start to become stunning
Right.
Because that's when you get the ray trace shadows. That's when you get
Right.
the HDR. That's when you get the shadow the shadow contrast from shadow, the dark and the light. That's when you get the variable refresh rates.
And you ain't getting that out of
It's going.
Walmart.
No, you're not getting all of that out of a
No.
budget bin. I just saw a comment on the Digital Foundry article, sorry, YouTube video that says, "I wonder how many PS5 Pros are going to be connected to basement bottom budget TVs."
Right. So
So, but yeah,
yeah. So with that being said, I do believe that Digital Foundry did an awesome job of helping you to see the difference. Was it I still don't feel like they were able to do it. They did it better justice than Sony did, but I bet you it really, really pales in what they actually saw in the full glory of it. I bet what we seen is not
yeah, that's
even
what he said. He actually said that. He actually said even in person, it looks better than what they can even try to represent here.
right. So that kudos to them. Shout out to them. That was dope. But I'm still not getting it. So, but if you
But we didn't
do,
ask Keith. We didn't ask
Keith,
Keith
your
about
thoughts,
his
yeah, come on
position.
in here, Keith.
The man without a PlayStation 5.
Yeah, this would be a good time to get one, right? No. No.
Mr.
No,
PC,
man.
what you mean, Mr. PC?
That's not the only reason I build a PC. The games are cheaper, and I wanted more
True,
functionality.
true.
Uh,
And then not to pay for online.
and not to pay for online. You said it. Listen, I don't know if I have anything to add to this. I'm just when y'all got to talking about the TVs to utilize it fully. I mean, they could hook it up to a monitor. Some people do game on a monitor.
That is true.
They don't have to use a TV. My only thing is, what are you going to be playing with all these fantastic ray trace visuals outside of Yotai? Yotai?
Yote.
I mean,
Yotai.
the whole point that they're trying to showcase, and this is why I don't think they're justifying the PS5 Pro enough, is that they're showing old titles,
And
and
that's why they lost me.
yeah,
Which
they're showing the upgrades that these older titles can give you, and to me, that is not how you showcase a new console by saying you can play those games you've already played even better. But I've already played it. I've already played Spider Man. I've already played Ratchet. I've already played some of these other games. I'm not going to play the racing games. So why do I care if I can play it more beautifully? It doesn't make that big of a difference. And that's one of the things where I'm like, yeah, that's awesome that it looks beautiful. That's awesome that it's now 4K. Or it's
they
almost
were saying,
native 4K
they played some
resolution.
in 8K. Saw some games being in 8K.
Yeah, yeah, in 8K, which I would rather for them to do 4K 120 or an upscale to 4K 120 would be a much better experience than 8K. But again, they're showcasing old games to do this, and I think that's where Sony's failing.
Yeah, they should have definitely coupled the PS5 Pro announcement with Ghost. And
Bro, if they would have said Ghost on PS5 Pro,
I mean, seriously,
I would have
like
thought about it.
I feel like doing this so soon because a lot of these people probably just bought Horizon. They probably
Yeah.
just finished buying these games, and you're already talking about, hey, give us $10 more and you can upgrade. Like it's too soon. Like later on down the line, it's like let people like that. When you miss something you hadn't played it in a while, and you go back to it like, oh my god, I forgot how beautiful this
The
is.
legacy titles.
More well, I'm guessing like when I went back to play Cyberpunk, I was like, oh my god, this looks good because I hadn't played it
Oh,
in a
I
while.
got you. I got you.
You know,
Yeah.
and I just feel like it's too soon. You just had Horizon, Wild Wild West, what it was called. I don't know.
Forbidden West.
Forbidden West, yeah. You just had Horizon,
Wow,
and
West.
and it was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. So showing the original one in that same manner, it don't hit the same. Not right
Don't hit the
now.
same. No, it
No,
don't.
and
If you
and
would have waited a year from now, maybe it would have hit. But
and add to what you're saying, Horizon is just not a game that keeps your attention. Like
No.
K Bum said, I remember you talking about how you dredged through it and had to keep yourself motivated to play it. I got it. I got Forbidden West. I wanted to play it. And I got it up there. I think I've played maybe, and I kid you not, and I gotta stop doing this, man, because I spent money on that title. I may have played 2 hours, and I haven't picked it up since. And it's over there. It's right over there. And I'm embarrassed, but that's the facts. I bought this game and paid maybe 2 hours of it. And because it was just that boring. Like it was came on in my front, it looks amazing, but it's
It's boring,
boring.
bro. I had to force myself to beat it.
And I
Forced
just
myself.
couldn't. And I'm like, I'm behind. Everybody already unplayed this game. K-Bum unplayed. I heard it's boring. It's like it was boring. Cut this thing down, collect this. You following this dude and you jumping over here and and I was like, this is boring. And I asked you, I say, bro, when it pick up? Hey, bro, you got a little bit to go before you get
You got
anywhere where you feel
it,
like,
it,
oh,
it,
okay,
yeah, it picks up afterward, but it's a little bit to go.
yeah,
It's about 6 hours, I think, before it picks up. Six
yeah.
to
So
eight
I was like,
hours,
bro, I ain't got
actually.
my schedule don't permit me to stick around for that long. You got to catch me within the first 20, 30 minutes. That's what's gonna let me know if I'm gonna stick around. Like Astrobot, like Zelda, Echoes of Wisdom. I know I'm gonna be here, but when I look at this right here, it make me want to go up there and play. But I know it's gonna be a while before I get there, and I just don't have the time to invest. So I'm with y'all. They are showing the wrong games. So that brings us to this final subject, right?
Yes.
The future.
Yep.
We kind of touched on this last week. Last time we talked about Sony, we kind of talked on this. Well, we thought this was a boneheaded move with the PlayStation 5 Pro, and we kind of speculate on what does this do for the PlayStation 5 6. But I don't know if that's where K-Bum, I don't know if that's where you want to go. So I'm gonna throw the ball to you and let you set up because you the one wanted to talk about the future of Sony. I mean, the future of PlayStation. So the floor is yours.
So one of the things I wanted to talk about as the future of Sony, and I want to get you guys' opinion because I have an opinion about it, but I want to get feedback from you guys. Digital Foundry talked about the PlayStation 5 Pro, and with this, they talked about what these developers are doing, and so you have these different modes that you play. So you have the fidelity mode for the base PS5. You have, in some instances, an RT. You have a fidelity mode. You have a performance mode. For some games, you have this RT performance mode, and then you're going to have the PS5 Pro mode. And then for some instance, you're going to have the 60 frames per second performance PS5 Pro mode, maybe a 30 frames per second if they want to get more ray tracing out of it. And you're going to have six development making six different variations or modes on the game. And I think that's something that we haven't really done in the console space. And I think that is going to complicate development for the PS5. We already see that PS5 first party games, Sony games, are having issues. The fact that they spent an entire year without producing one first party banger. Sorry, they had Astrobot. Outside of Astrobot, not a single first
Helldiver.
party. First party.
First part.
Helldiver's
Okay.
not first party.
Okay.
They bought and Concord. They bought. I don't even count Concord. They bought Concord. That's like active. That's like Xbox saying they produced Call of Duty,
Right.
and they didn't do that. So I think the future of PlayStation, especially when it comes to these different modes, is a complicated future, and I think it's a complicated development. and I think that's going to impact again cost of games and speed of games. But I did want to get Keith's opinion about this because this is not new to the PC space. The PC space has to take into account different configurations, right?
Mhm.
They have these required configurations, but they have to take in a myriad of configurations. But me, point one about PlayStation Future, I think it's a complex and overly complicated future now with the PS5 Pro, because who is now the benchmark, right? Is it the PS5 Pro? Well, now you have to make it work for the PS5. Is the PS5 okay? Then what now? What features do you now add to get to make the Pro version worth the purchase? Right. So that's my thought. So I do want to toss that over to you, Keith, and then Level. What do you think about? Like I said, my thought is that I think it makes it overly complicated and maybe impact gaming. What do you think about this new ecosystem where we're going to have possibly six different variations of the same game?
Uh, are we adding PS4 in this too?
Yeah, absolutely. Because that games are still. You're right. Games are. I didn't even count that. You are 100% right, sir. These same games are usually not PS5 only games. They are also on the PS4. So not only do you have to make the PS5 worth it, the PS5 Pro worth it, you also have to make sure it works for the PS4. The, absolutely.
And the
Thank you for that.
PS4 Pro
Well, at
because
this
the
point,
PS.
they just it's all the same to them now.
Oh, okay. Well, on the PC side, you really only have to worry about like three configurations: AMD, Nvidia, and now Intel. Um, Intel is now in the GPU space, and you got to make sure it runs on that. Well, I take that back because then you got Intel and AMD as far as like CPUs as well too.
Yep,
Um, so I think I think for PC it's more so like Windows architecture, whereas Sony it's I don't know how the console space works like that. But I do think it's going to be convoluted. I do agree with you that in order for you to take advantage, something's going to have to suffer. And I think one of the things that we can point to that had the whole world laughing was Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is a one game that had to be played on several multiple devices at a high level, and it just didn't work.
that's a
And
very good point.
and Sony could run into that by trying to stretch all of this. You got those PS4 players, PS5, and now you got the Pro. And what was the other? Did you mention another device? What did you mentioned something else?
So it's the PS5, PS5 Pro, PS4. I didn't add another device. I,
Oh,
I
you
know
said
I know
you
there's
said six different configurations. Is what you said.
configuration. So yeah, you have like the performance, the fidelity, and then for
Oh,
for
okay, okay,
like
okay.
for like um Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog does no, not that's not Naughty Dog. Insomnia, they do performance with RT. So not only do you have performance, you have performance with RT.
Yeah, like what they did for
Hmm.
They did that for Ratchet
for,
and
for
Clank
Spider and Spider Man,
and
right?
Spider
So
Man.
so so
I,
I believe they had like four different configurations
well,
at the point of creation.
let me
Wait,
ask
wait, wait. Well,
this.
no,
Oh,
no,
go
no,
ahead, go
I
ahead,
can
Keith.
jump. I can jump in there right quick. So on PC, so when you do the FSR and the DLSS, there is those same things that the balance. Well, on ours is balance. You got quality, and then you got performance. Balance is obviously a good balance between the two, and then quality is trying to push it as hard as you can while also trying to take advantage of the AI, and then performance is let me get the maximum frames while taking away from the visual. So
Right.
that's how PC does it. So it's still there on PC as well. Like again, I don't know how it's going to work on the PlayStation though, because
And
what they have to do is they have to go in and preset the settings
that's what I was
to
about to
make it.
ask. Right.
Yeah, they
That's
got to
what I was
preset
about
the
to ask.
settings.
Because it don't seem like they got to make different games. I mean, different versions of the game. It seemed like they got to, like Keith just said, okay, when you put these settings, basically what they have done is they have turned these into like a PC world where you kind of getting the introductory level of PC experience where Keith, like he just said, we got balance, we got high end, we got ultra performance, ultra quality, ultra our balance between the two. Or if you savvy enough, you can go in and just tinker with that stuff how you want and get the output that you want. The game is made, it just allows you to mess with what's high, what's low, what's mid, the foliage on your game. You may not want the foliage to glimmers like that, so you could turn that down. And so they're gonna have to create all these presets that the gamer get to choose from. So I don't know how tough that's gonna be what they can do in my mind, they can make the game as plush as they want to make it for the PlayStation 5 Pro at the highest end, and then from there begin to remove and limit based on what setting you are basically mapping it out for. So, okay, on this setting, we're going to turn this down, we're going to turn this up, we're going to make 60 frames per second, we're going to turn down some of this ray tracing, all this so you can have that ultra performance experience. You want the best of both worlds. You want the RT and the rate and the 60 frames. Okay, so we're gonna make the draw distance a little less. So you can hit that. So I don't think it's gonna be a problem. Be honest with you.
And I'll say this really quickly. Then I'll give it back to you, Keith. What you just explained, Level, was the reason why CD Projekt Red almost went bankrupt.
Oh. Didn't know that.
CD Projekt Red wanted to create the best looking game this generation. Right?
Right.
And then they started to take pieces away, ray tracing and features away so that it can work on the lesser consoles.
Right.
Which at that point was the PS4 and Xbox One X. That was the worst performance almost any game was ever experienced on a console. That is the reason why they had to give people their money back, because the game was unplayable on those older consoles.
Right.
We make it sound like it's an easy thing, but that very thing is the thing that almost made CD Projekt Red go bankrupt. Keith, wrong? Am I wrong? Am I right?
No, that's correct. Doing too much.
Doing too much. And that's the point I'm trying to call out. Is this now doing too much? And one thing that's also mislevel is that not only do they just have settings, right? Balance and stuff like that, you can individually tweak settings. So if you want foliage to be high, you can. If you want crowd density to be low, you set it. If you want ambient shadows, if you want ambient light, you can turn it up. If you want ambient ray tracing or shadows, you turn that on. Right? You can hand pick based off what is your desired frame rate and what is your desired graphical input that you can get for your graphics card. And that's a very different world for the consoles.
I mean, I guess I was looking at what I've been since I've got the PlayStation 5, I've been choosing. I mean, I think we did this on PlayStation 4 too, where you got to choose between performance and no, I think this is new with PlayStation 5, where you get to choose between performance or quality, and ray tracing or and then with Ratchet and Clank they gave us that third variation where you can get kind of the best of both worlds. So in my mind, I was thinking that wasn't an issue for them. But when you bring in CD Projekt Red, I guess their challenge was maybe not Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5, But PlayStation 4, Xbox One,
Yes.
and Xbox Series S. And when you add, I wasn't even thinking of those. I'm thinking PlayStation 5, PlayStation 5
Yep.
Pro, Xbox Series X. So yeah, you're right.
And remember,
Yeah,
when the PS4 Pro came out, they really were not making PS3 games anymore.
right.
So you didn't have to really account for the PS3. Now, but this is a different world that we're in right now because now the PS5 Pro is out and people are still, as Keith
On the
said,
PlayStation 4.
making PS4 games.
Right.
And so you have to take into account the PS4. So how do you so you're making a game across it's almost three generations if you want to be honest because the PS5 Pro is double the power.
Yeah,
You
that to
you,
me
you
kills the 6. That anyway, go ahead though.
it does impact the six, but you're pretty much going across three different because Digital Foundry said that what they were showing, what they saw, some of their things was next generation things
Right.
because that's what they're doing the next generation PCs. And so you're asking, and that's what made me spark this conversation about the future of PlayStation, because I do think it gets a little convoluted, because it and because DJ Fanatic actually said this. I'm gonna read DJ Fanatic statement. He says overall, I want to pop in a game and play it at the highest level my TV can handle automatically and not have to worry about settings. That was the dream of consoles. You
Right.
did not have to worry about settings. It plug and play. Everybody has the same system. Put the game in. We created this game for this system. Everyone, if you have a PS5, you can play it at the highest level that it is because we all made it for the same infrastructure. Now that you have these three different levels, and like I said, I'm just thinking. I'm trying to think forward, right? I'm
No,
trying to think ahead,
you right.
and
Go ahead.
that's why I call it the future of. And I see this as a potential problem because I'm gonna leave it at this point because I've been talking a lot. When Cyberpunk came out, let's not forget this. The PS5, Xbox Series X of the version of the game was still not done.
Right.
This is after a year or so of delays. They still did not have the PS5 version ready to go when it launched. It launched for the PS4. And then they, like a half a year later or 8 months later, they released the PS5 version of Cyberpunk. I don't see too many people talking about this, and like, but this is something that went through my head. But I think this may be an issue for Sony in the future.
So basically, you saying they making their world more complex, and the more they push, the more that complexity is made apparent. Like, are we at a place that where we okay? Because you just said in Digital Foundry, I did catch that when Digital Foundry said it, that the PlayStation 5 Pro is basically smooching or basically entering into next generation.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, they giving you kind of could be a PlayStation 6. In the mid space of the PlayStation 5, they calling it the Pro. So, which means the games that they can realistically produce on the PlayStation 5 Pro, in order to get it to run on the PlayStation 5, really have to. So they basically holding back the Pro, right?
What you mean?
When they making these titles, will the Pro become like you were saying with the PlayStation 4 Pro to the PlayStation 4 5? I mean, PlayStation 5 to the 4. When they made Cyberpunk, the PlayStation 5 version wasn't ready, but they put the PlayStation 4 version out while they still had to work on the PlayStation 5 version. And completely two different versions, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So are we in that same space? Basically, you're saying we at that same space and even worse with the PlayStation 5 Pro. That realistically, what they can do on the PlayStation 5 Pro can't really be done on the PlayStation 5.
I couldn't say that.
I mean, if you take advantage of everything that's there, they just literally, I'm just going off of the whole. This is next generation stuff that we're seeing. This is not like the PlayStation 4 Pro was to the 4. This is actual kind of next gen stuff you expect them to hold back to the 6. They already kind of giving it to you with this system, which means they said it's double the power of the 5.
Yep.
Which means if they took full advantage of that system, you couldn't do this on the 5.
Yep. Yes.
So what's the point?
So let me tell you what one of the developers said in the video. He said, what we used to do is that we used to create the vision that we wanted and then try to see how we can get it to run at 60 frames per second.
Right.
And they said this PlayStation 5 Pro allows us to go back to that. And so if that's their approach to create the best looking game they can and then try to get it to run on 60 frames per second, well, then you have to do that in several iterations. You have to do it for the Pro to get it to run at 60 frames, the 5 to get it to run 60 frames, and then the PS4 to get it to run at 60 frames.
So you just can't make one game and turn off certain features. That's basically
no. You can't. I don't think it's going because
I'm actually. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. You lose your vision. At what point because let's take another game for a second. They had to. It took them almost half a year to get the PS4 version of the Jedi game. Survivor. Yep. They said they couldn't do the low end version of Survivor. They didn't do it. It took them about like a year to get that version out because they couldn't use ray tracing, and so they had to build a new lighting system for all their objects because ray tracing wasn't going to get the job done because they can't do ray tracing on PS4. So it took them like a half a year or something like that to get the PS4 version of it. And the PS4 version actually looks really good. I'm actually surprised. It looks very good. But that's a lot of extra development.
And that's what I was going to say. Games are going to take longer.
Well, we already
seen that. And if you feel like PlayStation games are taking long now,
exactly.
Yeah. So which is what we've been saying this whole time. Like the budget and the time. We already seeing that with the PlayStation 5. That's why we're seeing so many old games trying to push a new system. So it's like, it goes to, if you got to sell me your new system with years old games, not just old games, years old games, you don't need to be pushing this system.
Yep.
That's what it boils down to. It seemed like Sony, and I kind of made this statement before, I feel like they know they are hitting where they probably going to start seeing the decline in PlayStation 5 sales, and they're trying to get those double dips. They're trying to get the K-Bums, the level heads, and all the others that own the PlayStation 5 currently to want the Pro. And that's how you keep it in the PlayStation 5 family, so you can say you sold 100+ million PlayStation 5s. But you really got PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 5 Pro in the same home, or a PlayStation 5 that was traded in for a PlayStation 5 Pro. So the same person who owned that 5 owned the Pro, and so you basically got double sales. So, but they got to do that because I think at this point, like you said, you said, K-Bomb, Survivor looks good on the PlayStation 4.
Yep. And surprisingly, but it does.
Right. And so if it's looking good on the PlayStation 4 to a place where you can literally say, yeah, that looks good, they have no incentive to move up. And so So I think the gamers are saying, no, bro. So these developers are like, okay, we got to come to them. We saw several games that said PlayStation 4 in this direct 4 years into the 5. You still saying and PlayStation 4. That's a problem. So yeah, they in a bad place. And maybe this is to disguise that. That's probably why they put it on out anyway, to disguise and make it appear that they're not in a bad place. But it seems like they are. And
Yeah.
yeah, that's what it seems like. That this is to disguise, hey y'all, because you got no games. Ghost of Tsushima just said 2025. Now that's no guarantee that it's coming next year.
It's no guarantee. It's a hope.
It's hope, right?
It is a hope, but it is no guarantee.
So yeah, man, this is kind of man, K-Bum, that's a good. So okay, then does the future look good? Are is this
I
yeah,
I think the future is shaky.
okay,
I'm not at the point to say the future looks bad because we don't know how this is going to play out. We don't know how these different, because they may have a easy pipeline. It may be easy pipeline to go from PS5 to PS5 Pro, but PS4. It may be. I'm not sure. The PSSR may do a lot of heavy lifting, which means you don't really have to do too much different to get the PS5 Pro version looking better than the PS5 version.
right,
Maybe,
right.
but I think at best, the future looks shaky
And I'm gonna add
for
this.
PlayStation.
I'm gonna add this in. I think a lot of those PlayStation 4 people were holding out, hoping that 4 or 5 years in the PlayStation 5 would be cheaper, and it's not. It's still.
I second that.
Yeah, I think that's what they was doing. Okay, I'm gonna wait out. I don't need it right now. This is suffice. These games still look good. I'm really not ready to pay $4.99 for a new system. In 4 years, it'll be $2.99 or whatever,
Three ninety
and
nine or something.
or $3.99, and it's not. And and I don't think it's going to come down anytime soon. So you introduce another system, it makes that PlayStation 4 price make that $4.99 look appealing, but not so much when you still got PlayStation 4 alongside PlayStation 5 Pro, PlayStation 5, and PlayStation 4. I'm just stay right here. I got Survivor now. I didn't get to play Cyberpunk like I would want to play it, but I got to play it. If they put Ghost of Tsushima, Ghost of Yote on the PlayStation 4, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, So
I was thinking that too.
they possibly might. They may, because how many people over there? Like 100 and what? 110 are
Something
still
like
on the
that.
PlayStation 4? And so basically half. So you probably still got about 70, 80 million people on the PlayStation 4. Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. K-Mon, you brought that's so did this make me think about Microsoft, even though we didn't play their Tokyo showcase. It does make me feel like Microsoft sees this and like all right, y'all can have that, Sony. Y'all, if that's what y'all want to do, y'all do that. We gon' I think they like we going a different direction. Throwing out these powerful boxes ain't it. And I think
Yep.
that's what they realize that's not it. We got to figure out something else that makes more sense than just a more beefier piece of plastic. Cause you're getting off into PC territories and you might as well just be PC. So I think they smart not to follow Sony down this path. They kind of like Sony, you got it. And right now, other than Digital Foundry, and it feel like I'm gonna say it feel like Digital Foundry is going over
No.
beyond the call to pitch this thing.
No. There were plenty of times later in the video. I don't know if you
I
watched the
watched
video.
all of
Later
it.
in the
Yeah, they
video,
start
they
showing some.
talked about, they was like, no, it's shaky. No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
doesn't really look better. No, this you can't really see the improvements. They got the
Right.
good stuff out of the way first, and
Right.
then they
Yeah.
talked about how there was some games that it wasn't that improvement. They did that some they didn't even see improvement over the resolution was the same.
Right.
Like the internal resolution
They
was the
did that
same.
on
So how are they going to sell?
They did that on Hogwarts. It was kind of
Yeah,
talking about that, how it was shaky and didn't look well at all. They don't even
yeah,
know why Sony even was the point. Like, it doesn't.
yeah.
Matter of fact, they said
That's
it
that's
kind of
why
looked better on the other one, on 5.
So that's why I didn't feel like they were being overt, because there were instances that was like, well, yeah, but is the smoothing algorithm or whatever is it's not up to par. They still need to go through iterations to get it to look better. That's why I trust their opinion, because it
I
wasn't just
trust it.
all goo goo gaga. It's amazing.
It was just at that
Right.
out that gate, the front. It seemed like they was like, so maybe they just, like you said, they made it top end heavy, and
Yeah, they
then
made the top heavy.
yeah, so you might not stay to hear all the bad. But either way it go, I trust they take. I believe they was being sincere and honest and genuine.
Yeah,
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah, so Sony out here on their own with this one. They like, hey, nobody following them. Like, I think for the first time, Microsoft was making a wise decision. We
I second
yeah,
that.
Man, they tired of losing money or just losing in general.
I think yeah, they tired of losing, but I think they already have come to the conclusion that's not it. Because they even said something positive about the PlayStation, I mean the Xbox Series X, that even the PlayStation 5 Pro, it was one title, I can't remember what title it was that they said ran really, really well on the Xbox Series X. They talked about, I don't know if it was that video or another video, but I think Microsoft like, man, we undid the more power. I see what other cats are doing that's working. We see people are not buying these new systems. Why are we making another powerful system to not sell it? I think that's what they're saying. So I think they trying to rethink their approach. And I think they like letting Sony kind of just, hey, you got it. That's your lane. You got the most powerful system, the Pro. And I think I ain't gonna say it's gonna backfire, but I think K-Bum, I think you introduced a real, I didn't even look at it like how you painted it. That's a real questionable future. Like, you may be setting yourself up to fail. And because you just trying to play the power game, not really not thinking long term. You still thinking along that same line. More power, more shine, more things we can say is in here. And you put Mark Cerny out there and you think people is going to buy, but I think your base is saying, sir, we can't swim in them deep waters, so we're going to stay back here. And that's why I'm so interested in what Nintendo is doing with this new system, because if this system, and I don't mean to bring, I just feel like it's fair to say this. If this Nintendo Switch 2 is doing what it's saying it's going to do, people going to buy that system. They going to buy it. And what we seeing with PlayStation 4, Series S, Xbox One, and people like, and like you said, I think you said, Keith, or K-Bum, you may have said it, that people are satisfied. They seem to be, I'm good with this. I'm good with maybe it was Nia. I don't know who said it. Somebody said this today. I think I was listening to Nia. Maybe Nia said it in her cast. But they said people are kind of like, you know what, I'm good. Where we at? I like where we at. I like how these graphics look. Do I need more? And I think that's going to be a problem. So, yeah, I think you are saying something that's may be a potential issue in the coming future for Sony. I don't know. The games can change stuff, though. Games can
That's the
change your
whole
mind.
point. That's
Yeah.
my argument.
Yeah.
And what's that, Keith?
I said, no, that's my argument. The games. At the end of the day, if the games are there and they playing at a high level, people are going to show up.
Yeah.
Period.
Right. And if what we're seeing so far is a testament of what's going to be the future, that's going to be a problem. And because right now, Sony, put it like this. Sony got a lot to prove in 2025. I would say equally as much as Microsoft. Because what I can say is Microsoft has bought the studio, so they got games. Microsoft just need to figure out their identity. I feel like they have the games. They got Call of Duty. They got all the stuff. They about to start winning. We gonna have to acknowledge Microsoft about to start winning. They got games coming. They got that game with the black protagonist. What was that game that we all thought looked amazing? South of
Midnight, something like that.
Yeah, South of Midnight. Yeah. They got Call of Duty. They got several games coming, even some that they showed in their presentation. Microsoft has some titles. We know they got the Gears. They got all that coming. They good. It's just messaging. They need to fix messaging. They got the titles to hold them over. Outside of Ghost, I don't know what Sony got. And we don't even know if Ghost is coming. We know they say 2025, but yeah, we know how quick that could be. Like, we had the delay. So Sony could have a real for real problem next year with a PlayStation 5 Pro on the market trying to pitch you on old titles. That is crazy. They have made more remakes than I think anybody has. Horizon, Zero Dawn, Metro City, Last of Us. Bro, like, we playing PlayStation 4 titles over and over again. At least Nintendo jumped back to titles you hadn't played a few generations ago. So, yeah, to me, everything says...
Don't do that. Nintendo has been selling y'all the same NES games, Super NES games.
But I said at least it'd be...
13 consoles.
I agree, but I said at least when they do a remake, it's a remake of a game you played 2-3 generations ago, like Wind Waker or Twilight Princess or Skyward Sword. That's GameCube, Wii. These games you just played. Literally, some of these games 2 years ago, maybe a year. It was dope with Resident Evil 4 and all those type of titles. And then Resident Evil felt like a totally new game, but I see no point with Horizon Zero Dawn.
I get it. But
I see no point. You need to push Forbidden West.
They're just trying to get the graphics all equal.
That's why it's called Zero Dawn. It's the first. It shouldn't be equal to Forbidden West. Anyway, so yeah. Well, it looked amazing. But I don't know. K-Bomb, dang, dude, you just came in and just levied the buildings. You look like New York, big city of dreams. You start kicking the buildings down. So, man,
it was sitting on my head, man. I was just like, I don't know what it looks like in the future. And to me, that's why I said Digital Foundry conversation was first, because that's where I was going with this future. Next future, I mean, if you want to talk about future games, I mean, that's another topic as well.
We can't do that. We had 2 hours tonight.
We're a little bit past. Yeah. But I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Like, it's just, man, what does that future look like?
Man, come on, Nintendo, man. Come on next month or next week, something. Let us know, because Sony ain't making us feel good. This is so, we got to go, but this is so set up so freaking well for this system to come through here and just dominate again. It's set up. If Nintendo screws this up, that's on Nintendo. Because you cannot have a better scenario than they have right now. Everybody wants to know what you're doing. Everybody anticipating. Sony has come out, gave they new powerful system, landed on an absolute train wreck, an absolute plane crash. Digital Foundry came in to clean things up. K-Bomb still comes with, but you crashed though. So it's like when K-Bomb saying, bro, the future ain't looking good. This looks like it could be a serious problem. And Microsoft is just quiet, like quiet as a mouse. Like, we got something coming, but we hushing up until that time. Sony out here on their own, and they got this whole time to just, and nobody cares. That's what's strange. Nobody really cares. The PlayStation 5 kind of came and went, is not really turning heads. It's not that noise, and I think because it doesn't have the titles to be that noise. If Nintendo come through this thing and they lay a dud, I'm gonna lose my marbles, man. If they come in here and they in all this anticipation and this wait, and they lay a dud, Keith, I'm gonna be hurt. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
That's why I say you need to focus on the games. That's your saving grace.
Man, bruh. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, because it's just everybody got their eyes on them. It's like Tupac, all eyes on me, man. They all eyes on Nintendo right now. And I think the PlayStation 5 Pro made those eyes even more of a gaze. Like, what you got? Because that ain't it. And it's like, man, Nintendo, don't come and drop the ball. Don't do it. Please don't do it. So I guess that's it for tonight. Anything else?
Yeah, it's not gaming related. I did want to say, go see Transformers 1. I wanted to say that earlier, but I didn't find the pocket. Transformers 1 is possibly the best Transformers movie, bar none.
Wow.
Including the one with Optimus Prime died in?
Including that one.
Transformers 1.
Like, I'm not the only person saying that. You look up, huh?
No, I've been seeing that sentiment across the reviews. It's
good. The way they do the buddy, the relationship between what is their name? Their original names, not their prime names. So if anybody didn't know, Optimus Prime is a given name. That wasn't his. I can't think of his name.
Real
though.
name. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were friends, from what I understand.
And they were friends. Yeah.
Now, wasn't Megatron actually the kind of chosen
in this
Optimus?
movie?
I think wasn't he kind of like the one that's supposed to be the special guy, and Optimus just had to be his friend?
No, not in this movie.
Okay.
In this movie, they were kind of they were searching for the truth, and they found the truth, and that basically
set the course.
Set the course of what we get now.
Okay.
Orion Pax is his name.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to take my girls to see that. Like I said, right now I'm a little tight financially, but once we get over this little hump that I always go through August and October, I'll probably get a chance to see it. But I want to see that. K-Bomb, any final words, bro?
No, man. Other than the trolling, I had a good time.
I wasn't trolling you, man. I wasn't trolling you.
You were a troll. But no, it was a good conversation, man. I thought we hit on some things, and maybe even talk about some things that other podcasts aren't talking about. So I thought that was a pretty good conversation today.
Okay. All right. Well, make sure you and Miss K-Bum go check out MEO, the demo on the Switch. Go on up there and do that. With that being said, shouts out to Nia as always, keeping us company in here. Shouts out to Alan Steve. Shouts out to First Name Basis, aka DJ Fanatic. Shouts out to Dark Flame. First time I think I seen you in the comments, but appreciate you being here. Who else in here? Chariot Man. Shouts out to him. And everyone else that jumped in and listened live with us. We appreciate all of you guys. This was the Live and Level Gamers podcast. Till next time, deuces. Peace.
Vote. got Smash Bros though.